Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Unbearable 73. This time I'm taking on Yu Yu Hakesho, episode 5, and I'm talking like William Shatner because William Shatner is the man. Although Paramount apparently doesn't know that, since they're basically trying to pretend Captain Kirk never existed with their latest advertisement for Star Trek. But that's a whole other topic. This is the Yu Yu Hakesho, Season 1, Episode 5, the final episode. So I'll say ahead of time, this has been a very good series. If you have never read, I've been saying this every episode, I want to say it again. If you've never read Yu Yu Hakusho or watched the original manga, right? If this is the first exposure to it, this is a good exposure. It gives you the basic characters and concepts, how the world is set up. It visually presents itself in a way that would be compatible with the manga or the anime. And on its own, it's exciting. It has the fight scenes are all really well done. The the acting is pretty good. The story is well written. There are a couple of holes here and there, right? But I think some of my complaints about the storyline are the fact that since I know the characters from the manga and the anime, I know there's more to the story, and I know that, like Genkai's death, for example, felt a little, because I don't know the audience would love Genkai as much for the show, will love Genkai as much as those of us in the manga and the anime did. For example, That all being said, any other points I can think of, because this is my last time to do this. The last time. Okay, so let's just get into it. So they're going to do a summary of previous events. One thing that I will say, the hands in the pockets thing is a little more annoying live action. Well, it's not annoying at all in the manga anime. But live action, it makes him seem like he's slouching all the time. The dude who plays Toguro is a boss. The actor did a great job. They did a great job animating it. So we open up with Yusuke, Urameshi. I keep on saying Yusuke. Urameshi facing off against younger Toguro. The billionaires Fab conference up there. Their safety. They basically run out. Young elder Toguro facing off against Kurabata. I have to say my favorite character in Yu Hakusho is probably Kurabara. Like, he grows on you, but he's got guts. He's kind of like Naruto in a way. Like, early on, you kind of feel for Naruto, but like in Naruto, but you feel for him, but he's maybe not your favorite character. But as he just keeps gutting his way through things and always saying, keeping his Nindo and inspires everyone, that's when he might become your favorite character. Kurabara has a quality to that, and they do with this fight here, where he protects, Keiko and Yukina. I keep on saying Yuko. Keiko and Yukina. They get him to that point in this show where you can, at least in my view, he's become my favorite character again. When he pulls the spirit sword out, I think he and he chops up Elder Toguro, but then we learn that Elder Toguro is that can't kill him that way. The hole in the spirit world again. So what's happening here is there are three realms in Yu Yu Hakusho. There's the spirit world, the demon world, and the human world, right? But the demon world and the human world used to be one. So that's their logic of explaining how the yokai, which is Japanese the word that translates to demon, why they're not walking around with people anymore, because the King Enma, his father, right, Koenma's father, separated the demon world and the human world with a great act of power. If you're wondering how that, and so the spirit world rules over the demon and human worlds, and so forth. And if you're wondering or Enma is a Japanese god who is based on Yama, the Hindu deity, who is also revered in Buddhism. If you and you might say, well, why does like Dragon Ball have Monkey King Enma? Not Dragon Ball, Naruto. Well, Monkey King Enma was named after the same being, but modeled off of the Monkey King himself, the Chinese character, Sun Wukong. And then Kishimoto later on made the four-tailed Sun Wukong the Great Monkey Sage. So he kind of probably reused concepts and whatever. Anywho. So Koenma. Now I'm not sure if there's an angle in the story where Koenma eventually rules the spirit world. He takes it over from his father, who's corrupt. But his father kind of let him do it because he thought he was being corrupt. There's a convoluted storyline in there somewhere. I'm not sure where in the show they're going with that. Are we at that point where Koenma is now ruling the spirit world? Because this is older Koenma, not baby Koenma. Older Koenma was only ruling the spirit world, with baby Koenma still, his father still ruled the spirit world. And it's Toguro basically playing with Yusuke. You're Meshi. Yusuke. Okay, yeah. I'm calling him his. Okay, got it. And that's when we learn more of that plotline going on. And this inveterate gambler wants to put the spirit and human worlds back together because he wants. Honestly, you never really get clear his motivation, even in the manga and anime. It's Toguro being a boss. This guy getting his justice because he's eaten by a demon. Eventually, the gambler he gets them there because it's kind of complicated. Again, it's kind of this is something that is not doesn't come across completely well in this adaptation. Why he got them there to the fight with Yusuke and Toguro, because he'll explain that originally he was going to have Toguro basically throw the fight so he would win a lot of money from the gamblers. But he made a bet with Koenma that if he won, then Koenma would let him merge the spirit world, basically merge the demon world and the human world again. So the question is, why did he bring these guys to help Yusuke? Well, because Toguro has a sense of honor, and so he's kind of playing with Yusuke and just kind of, which is giving Yusuke a chance to actually win. So he's trying to push him over. Now there's Elder Toguro. This is explaining what we actually saw in the manga and anime, the relationship between Genkai and Toguro. And just because of Toguro's nature, he basically killed his own brother, like out of nowhere. So Kurobara is getting angry. He takes, and it's just like a boss. It's just wow. So you see the benefits of Yusuke's training. Toguro does his big power up, goes full power, and it's basically telling him, look, Toguro wants to fight. To him. That's why he wanted to get to the demon world, because he just wants to fight. He wants to prove himself powerful. He has this whole complex about being too weak to protect people, so he wants to make him more powerful so that can never happen again. Kind of like an evil Naruto in a sense. But now he has Genkai's chosen student, who she gave her power to, who is only using it as a clutch. He's only pulling out when he needs a spirit gun. And this is what we learn. You learn more extensively in the manga and anime that he's barely tapping into his own power, let alone what Genkai gave him. And Toguro's trying to push him to tap the whole thing. And there's a bit of an ideological debate here between the two of them about what to do with power. Yusuke is reluctant to. He doesn't want power. He'll use it for purpose. He doesn't really want it. Whereas Toguro wants the power and wants to use it for some purpose. I like this depiction of the fight. It was very good. I think they do belabor this a little bit. Because what eventually happens is, and we get the flashback to show Toguro's what caused it all. And we get, the guys get taken out. Toguro's going to murder stuff everyone. Finally, Yusuke gets his big anime-style power-up where he accesses his full inner power. And at that point, his power begins to equal Toguro's. Whereas Toguro is all physical, Yusuke's power is all spiritual. So it's kind of like another ideological breakup balance. Pumps it all into a big spirit gun burst, and basically, kills Toguro. Yukina then uses her power to heal Kurabara. This is where they begin their relationship. Hiei is still being the insufferable jerk. That is another thing that Hiei had way more character development by this point in the manga and anime. And this guy fulfills a part of a deal, kills himself, thus ending the threat. We still think, there's a whole bit about Hiei not telling him Yukini's his sister. This is finally Hiei shows some character development, and he acknowledges that he has friends and companions. And we learn Toguro is so self-loathing, he basically condemns himself to the worst possible hell. Worst possible punishment. He has a final conversation with Genkai's spirit about that. She's still. This scene was really powerful to me. She basically wants him to stop punishing himself for what he felt his failures, and he's so caught up in his failures he doesn't even see it as punishment. He sees it just the way it is. And he goes on an inevitable one-way path to oblivion. And them sailing away into the sunset, and that's it. So, again, it's a good first season. It leaves them. I do hope if they do more of it, but I'm guessing it's doing fairly well from what I've read, that we get maybe a little slower down of the adaptation, because there are almost 2.5 whole seasons of episodes left to adapt, and there are enough arcs that they could not compress it all into like 50 episodes into 5 episodes. So all in all, overall the series is like an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. Definitely worth watching if you've never seen any or read any Yu Yu Hakesho. This will let you know if you like it or not, and then you can go see the fuller, deeper story by watching the original stuff or reading the original manga. So, And that's the end of Yu Yu Hakesho for now. My name is Matt. This has been Unbearable 73. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, ask me any questions down below. Share it out there. It's up on Rumble and on YouTube. And have a nice weekend.